with everything yet again random. And set an ISIS on Alfheim. Oh man, that's nice. It's actually not bad. It's an Eggy map. Both are getting Eggies, so in that it's pretty much fair. And well, Spoink as set and Shelty as ISIS, so Spoink is getting the same map yet again. So nice use of the vision yet again, as he's seeing exactly where all the hunt is going to be, and also some extra relics for better wall hit points. Actually, a very nice one for him. Sees the hunt and sees the hunt of his opponent, and I'm kinda curious. Since he has discovered this, I would actually consider, if I was him, to go for the aggressive hunt. What was the game actually this was played in? I think it was between Norse. It might have been Symptom against someone. Against Nyan in the no patch tournament. Could have been in that tournament. But actually he has gone for the hunt of his opponent, and I'm fairly certain that actually Spoink could have afforded to go for it as well, and basically steal it from his opponent. It should have been a pretty huge surprise and also disaster. There are two of those. One of those is Spoink's, the other one of course isn't, but if he could be getting both of them, well, pretty tough game would be coming up for Shelty, and of course quite a huge bonus for Spoink in there. Yeah, well, Shelty unfortunately noticed the hunt a bit later than he needed to. So he spent a lot of time, a lot of villager time getting Granary up. It's not like it's instantaneous. But otherwise, another relic behind the forest. Faster Mythology training time. This is a relic that is spawning often today. But it's also kinda sucky. And not really helping anybody. Better cavalry speed. That's a nice one. That is a Nietzsche one. The One. Good gold for Spoink, considering that he has front TC on the right. Right now going to be nicely scouted by Shelty, so that he sees... Oh! Very nice hunt. This is actually a very high hunt spawn of Alfheim. Lately we have seen interesting spawns of Alfheim with a very low amount of animals. Quite often, to be honest. Yeah, well, don't hurry up anywhere. Take it slow, dear. 198 speed. I actually don't think there is any kind of slower animal. And even any kind of unit in the game. Yeah, just taking the time. Yeah, well, let's just go somewhere else, where it's going to be a bit more interesting. This is a front from Shelty. And looking at Spoink's actually villages being in here, I wouldn't be surprised at all, since he's stealing this hunt, basically from his opponent. He's going to be moving into the top, but he's going to be way too late. As, yep, Spoink was already moving in there, and, oh well, he's going to be paying for it. He's going to be switching somewhere else, and since he has, luckily for him, the Caribous at the bottom, I'm fairly certain he's going to be continuing there, and then going to be aggressively trying to take the TC. Kinda makes sense for him. Oh, there's going to be some arty. How long does it actually take? Exactly sure. Yeah, we don't see it from this point of view, probably. But he wasn't able to convert it, as he needs to protect himself mainly from Sahure, who is just leading him right next to his hunt. And he is also sending the deer right next to the granary, because he needs to use them for actually food, because of the fact that he actually stolen from himself the hunt that he needed to go to. So unfortunately for him, he was kinda outplayed by Shelty, and I think kinda unwittingly, but still it was better, well, rather better played by him. And looking at the gold right next to the TC, really, Spoink just has to choose which town center is better for him, which of the fronts, because both of them are going to be capturing quite an interesting gold mine and a very interesting map position. So it's going to be fight for the TCs between Spoink and Shelty is also having an interesting gold mine in the front. It should be easily capturable for him. Wall here, and here he's even having 2 golds. And he will be controlling the middle of the map, and he's really camped in there. But unluckily for him, there is not any kind of town center. There was a town center here, or literally anywhere in this screen. It would have been absolutely brutally well, or rather nice for him, but there isn't anything like that, and he will have to rely on something else. Because there's probably going to be a lot of fighting for the middle of the map. In the meantime, we should be expecting players to be advancing 78% Ptach, 6% bus just now for the ISIS. So probably some standard faster heroic from Shelty. Sending everything into gold. Yeah, 9 on gold, so it's kind of looking like normal faster heroic at like 7:38 minutes. But of course, Spoink is already on top of him. Now that's very nicely played, as he was using the time to advance into the next age to get some extra priests from the temple, and he's of course going to be raiding as much as he can and probably also stealing at least a few animals with some rogue guys. In the meantime, he's moving to the bottom exactly as expected, but Shelty knows everything about it, but it's not like he can do a whole lot with it because these ICs going for faster heroic, which means he has no units for like the next 2 minutes, maybe even 3. Well, at least 3 actually. And it's going to be up to the Sphinx to potentially do some raiding. And she could be successful because there doesn't seem to be going any kind of priest to the bottom. All the priests with the Pharaoh are at the top getting the useless relic or not. Yeah, nah. Pandora's box is going to be staying closed for the remainder of the game. I'm fairly certain about it. Just now scouting to the top, trying to see if there's something interesting. There is Hunt with another gold. But that's pretty much literally it. Spoink was having a bit of an adventure hoping for the granary, but he's opting for something else, and that's what? Oh, that's actually misplay. Oh man, somebody was shift-clicking wrong. He was probably shift-clicking into animals first, because of the wolfies, and then he forgot to build the granary. Or he was the villager that was building the granary, not sure. But he is in a pretty terrible situation right now. The shifting sands they were cast, I don't know where, but it doesn't really matter because this is much more important misplay that TheMista rather Spoink. Oh, almost that. I don't know. Could be really getting on top of this. This was really a pretty huge mistake, and this might cost him. But let's see if it's going to be anything that will really make the change in the game. Because so far we are seeing that Spoink is really controlling it as much as he can as armor is coming up. But let's see. Let us see if this is going to be making any difference for Shelty. Sphinx going for a bit of raiding, as he's seen all of this because of the obelisk, of course. So Spoink right now being forced off the hunt, and well, luckily for him, he still does have the hunt at the bottom, getting the relic for what? Cheaper armory researches, that's a very nice one. But his raiding is pretty much being slowed down, which means only one thing, and that's Shelty is going to be having easier time getting into the next stage. He's just right now clicking into Neftis. And how's it looking for Spoink? Probably not all that well. Actually, not that bad. He's going to be clicking into the next stage this one as well, just probably now. Yeah, I don't even need to click it. As Shelty is casting Prosperity for a lot of gold extra for himself, and of course, I'm kinda curious where the big gold is gonna go. I'm fairly certain that he should be coming for this front gold. Either this one or the one on the left. I will be definitely liking it in the middle. Not only because of the gold, but because of the map control as well. Or it could be coming to the bottom to capture both the gold and also on top of that the settlement. So let's see. Indeed, I see. In the meantime, Spoink is looking like he wants to capture this town center for himself and doesn't want to actually see Shelty when that's going to happen. Some economy upgrades. Nothing really for Spoink, whereas for the opponent we should be seeing pickaxe and even handaxe on top of that. A lot of priests in here, and where are we going for the Migdal? In the middle. Okay, I think he could have been a bit more adventurous, going close by to the gold mine, but this seems like kinda good enough. As it's going to be helping also at least partially with the gold at the top. But really kinda curious that nobody is really walling in this map. Because right now, when they are in heroic, with Migdals coming up, we should be seeing much closer to gold in here. We should be seeing a lot of chariot archers running around and getting annoying exactly on the gold mines. And right now, Spoink is much better off as he's going to be having this gold much better secured than what Shelty will be facing with this one. This is not really secure at all. This will take another Migdal. And a bit of raiding by Shelty, just trying to make sure that when this town center is going to be captured for him, rather for his opponent. Siege works to serve as another wall. That's very nicely positioned. There's going to be just enough time, or rather enough room for the villages to be aligned in there. See, just enough room in there. to be protected from that side, and well, it's going to be up to chariots and cavalry and just chariots. Okay. It's just not really. This is just an army that was somehow scouting around, going for a bit of fun in the middle. And of course, the army is slightly better right now, or rather better for Spoink, but it's only because of the animals. And Shelty is going to be having a stronger army. It's going to be up to him if he makes or rather uses it correctly. He's right now getting rid of the Scorpion Man. Yes, he is, and that's very important for him. Because if he can keep his alive for a bit longer, oh well, probably not all that much. And oh, he was hoping that he can actually stop the ancestors for Spoink, and he doesn't. Yeah, that was well played. But to be honest, it was kind of obvious what's gonna happen. So Spoink was ready with the god power being clicked in, and of course he was just in time to cast it before the eclipse from his opponent, and that means that Spoink is at least able to somehow counter it, but at the same time, the eclipsed minions are so much better, that they have basically dispatched the enemy minions just like that, and even though it was nicely played, it was basically just a waste, as it doesn't do anything else than just delay the inevitable, and a strong push in the heroic age from Shelty seems to be doing the trick so far. And since Spoink is just building chariot arches, there's not much that he can be doing against the siege tower. And if there's going to be at least one coming up, there actually is. This Migdal should be coming down reasonably soon, but let's see if that's going to be some kind of win condition or not, because of course Spoink is establishing himself at the gold at the top with using, oh man, mercenaries to help him and a few villagers. And well, it's looking like the Shelty actually thinks that he can come back a bit later, but this is going to be opening the opportunity for Spoink to go for Raiden, and we should fully expect at least a few of them going somewhere into the middle onto the gold. A lot of them coming in there, and I'm fairly curious if there is gold mine hidden in the back. I wouldn't be surprised if there was. I wouldn't be surprised like at all. Like at all. I'll switch it into Elise, are we? Or is that just one? Probably just one. We are looking at still cavalry being clicked in on the left for Shelty. Let's check some technology upgrades. Nothing. And resources for Shelty. No, well, nothing awesome, but nothing tragic. And slightly worse for Spoink. At least on the wood department. So it's looking like the Shelty is quite well off. And I'm kinda curious, he is walling, or rather, raiding quite effectively right now with the cavalry in combination with chariot archers, as he is annoying Spoink as much as he can, and he is definitely doing a good job of that. Establishing himself on the hand and next to the gold mine. That's very well played, as he is, of course, going to be needing extra gold in case he's under pressure in the middle, which seems like that it's going to be case reasonably soon. As the Ellie is going to be a pretty nice tank. And oh well, it's another big goal coming up, and this is exactly a very nice idea from Shelty, as it's quite close by to the enemy gold. And if... oh, yeah, those villages are going to be a pain. We're just waiting for our army to arrive a bit too much, and a bit too long, which is going to result in Spoink probably winning the fight, especially right now with having siege towers hidden in the siege works. And well, he unfortunately wasn't in time, but there is not burning pitch or boiling oil, or what is it called, to fire behind, rather below Migdal, which is going to make this Migdal basically 400 gold wasted, which is not great. Not great at all. And this might actually turn into attack from Spoink, but I'm not all that sure. Still a lot of siege towers, which are a pretty good unit, especially tanking against all the chariot archers, as that's the only unit from Spoink. And I'm not exactly sure right now what's going to be the idea from Spoink, because he's having one Migdal and only chariot archers. And how can he actually hope to push through Egyptian with that? It's probably not. He's probably hoping that he can establish second DC. I think, I don't know. But looking at his economy, he's not going anywhere nearby that. And Shelty is playing much better off, rather much better. He's having much better economy. And almost seems to be that he is going for a mythic. Slowly but surely. Oh, yeah, deserts. They are standing there for quite a bit longer than I'm just now looking at them. I've already noticed them a bit early on the minimap. So yeah, that's not good. Not good news at all. As we are looking at Shelty yet again pushing forward, as he's having the advantage of having more of the siege towers, and they are really pretty brutal tanks of all the chariot archers from Spoink, and this is exactly working for him. And it's looking that actually Shelty is going to be employing even villagers. And is he going to use them against the building? He definitely could. They are not half bad sappers. And, well, he's probably not thinking it's going to be the cleverest idea, as he has lost all too many units, and the chariot archers are still present from Spoink. So idols are done, and they are aiming steal the TC, maybe? Yo, that's exactly what's gonna happen. And Spoink is not gonna know, because he doesn't have line of sight, and oh well. Surprise. This is very sweet play. And since he's basically buying all the attention of Spoink in the middle of the map, because he's already doing quite a good job in the middle, this is just icing on the cake. And once the TC is finished, I'm fairly certain that Shelty is going to be inching into yet another level of advantage above his opponent. And well, he is right now at least trying to do something with the Scorpion Man. It's not a bad idea at all, because they are also quite useful. Right now going probably to the top to at least have a look, but he's already too late. As the TC is already finished, and right now he even knows, because he's shooting on the granary. But yeah, the disaster has already happened. And it's going to be up to Shelty to take care of the town center at the bottom, and he definitely should be either sending some kind of unit in there, or just simply building obelisk. So that he knows if his opponent is going to be attempting something like that. Those Spoink trying to get rid of the siege towers. Oh, those needs to go at them. But they weren't, but it's not like it matters. And mercenaries are even coming in and trying to make use of the hunt, of course, as it's remaining in here. And Spoink is right now calling it the GG, because he's recognizing the second TC is not going to be good news for him at all, especially considering that he is having not any kind of luck with pushing through this position. And it's looking like that we're actually gonna get more games, and that's just the 4. Shelty is getting on the board. Let's check this post game quickly. Then we're gonna aim for another game, as it's looking like that Spoink doesn't want to end the game, rather end the match on loss. On a loss, rather, not lose. Well, GG.